All right, so let's go over the script of that Eagles-Saints game that played out perfectly according to the script. Now, because I can perceive what the Pharisees and Sadducees, what they think, and because they are Satanists, and they have it's a mentality that you just, it's like a nationality. It's literally, they all have the same look. They all have the same delusion, blindness, stupidity, ignorance, disgust, anger, vile language, all that good stuff. They are all the same peas in a pod. So let's go over the game and the script. Here are the things that I woulda, coulda, shoulda said, right? I could have said to nail it down perfectly. Because this is what the script was. I just go into greater detail because I already know what the script is. Alright, here's what I could have said. Not what I should have said, what I could have said. What I should have said is exactly what I did say. So what I could have said was, alright, here's the script. The Eagles, I mean, actually I was kind of saying it, but I went into greater detail about it, but the Eagles, they're going to come out on fire, right? They're going to score the first couple touchdowns. They're going to score enough points in the beginning of the game, come out red hot, on fire. That way, they can get everybody to think that the Eagles are going to flip the script on the Saints. Because the last time they met, the Saints blew them out like, I think, 48-3. Something, or 48-7, something like that. That's exactly what happened, because the announcers even said it. Once the announcers start talking about it, you know that it's part of the script. The announcer said these words exactly. It looks like the Eagles have flipped the script. Ah, man. So the Eagles are going to come out red hot. They're going to score at least a couple touchdowns. And they're going to get everybody to think that they're going to beat the #1 seed, and they're definitely going to win the Super Bowl now. All the Eagles fans are going to be hyped because not only are they up a couple touchdowns, they're up at least 3 touchdowns because of the point spread. So once they get up, they're already up 3 touchdowns. Whether they score 3 or 2, they're still up 3. And then they're going to be all unanswered points. They're going to get everybody nervous on the other side, but the Eagles fans are going to be feeling freaking great. And then what's going to happen is there's going to be a, you know, like a turning point. There's always a turning point in the game. And then once the Saints turn, they're going to come marching down the field. And the Eagles are not going to score another point from that point on. All the rest of the points that are scored from the Saints are going to be unanswered, and they are going to win. But before they win, the Eagles are going to have a chance to come down the field and make a difference, but they're going to get stopped. And they're going to score under 52 points. I'm taking the under Isn't that exactly how the script played out? That's exactly how the script played out. So, because I already know what the script is, I go into greater detail. Okay, so here's the Satanist. Yeah, Robin, but no, you said, okay, even though that's exactly how the game played out script-wise, you said that they're going to score 3 touchdowns. They only came out red hot in the first quarter, and they only scored 2 touchdowns. See, Rob, you're a liar. You're a liar. You're a false prophet. Okay, loser. So they scored 2 touchdowns and not 3, even though they were up 3 touchdowns and 1.5 when they came down the field red hot, like the script says to come out. Red hot. Make everybody think that the Saints are going down. Yeah, Rob, but no, you said they were going to score 52 points underneath the point spread. You're wrong again. See, you're a liar. I can hear it. I can just hear it behind the walls and the doors. I can hear the conversation. It's very pathetic, but it is. It's true. And but yeah, Rob, you said that they're going to score 31 points to 21 and win by 10, not 6. Liar. Idiots. Just flat out idiots. But that's how the game is scripted to be played. The Eagles are supposed to come out red hot and put doubt into everybody's mind about who's for the other team, but with all the Eagles fans, get them so excited. Oh man, and then just put the dagger right in their heart. Ugh. Because they had a chance to come back and win. It was all going perfect. When they scored 14 points, I'm like, okay, this is great. I love knowing the script. And then Nicky, he's coming down the field, and he throws that pass. It looks like it's going to be a touchdown. I'm like, man, this is so. It's going to be 21-0, just like I said. That way I can brag and be correct, like dead on. And then it was an interception. I'm like, damn it, man. Damn it. And it's crazy because I'm so rooting for the Eagles at the beginning of the game. And then the turning point was, of course, the play that gave the Saints life. Oh, boy. I couldn't have guessed that one either. Where it's a fake punt. 4th and like inches. And when they didn't accept the penalty, I'm like, oh man, here comes a fake punt. Here we go. I'm telling you, man. Karen's my witness. You know, she was there. She's my witness towards a lot of things. Where when I'm telling her about how they throw a flag, just in case if the play doesn't make it, and then they'll pick it up and say it ain't nothing. Well, so there's no penalty on the flag on the play. As soon as I said that, 2 seconds later, there's no penalty on the whatever, on the fish fillet. There's no penalty on the play, and they picked the penalty up because the Eagles got the first down. I'm like, oh wow. But anyway, so it's the fake punt, and then the guy runs and gets the first down, and they're back in their own like 30-yard line. I said, damn it, Karen. Oh well, it's time to start rooting for the Saints, because this is the turning point right here. I can feel it. Because I wanted the Eagles to score 1 more touchdown. However, they were up 3 touchdowns and 1.5 altogether. So, you know, take it for what you want there, Satanist. It's all about the script and knowing it. That's the whole point. Being discredited, just like April 7th, you know what I mean? April 7th will be war will start on April 7th, 2018. I get so many, I from the anonymous farm creep, oh my God, all these people, no, Rob, it's always been that way. Yeah, it's always been that way. That's why like the other mouthpiece for the elite does the news, the lady. Let's talk about Russia and China and North Korea. You know, let's talk about those 3 countries that Robin wrote in that letter like 2 years ago, prophesying that it's going to be those 3 countries mainly that's going to come after us. You know, the bear, Russia, is going to be the one that bombs us because they're the closest to us, and North Korea is they're going to be blamed for knocking out the EMP, and they're going to say that they shot a freaking missile up into outer space, which they can't get it to, by the way, and destroyed our EMP. And then China is going to also get involved and blow us up too. It's exactly what they're going to do. Let's talk about how the welfare system is going to get shut down, and that would be the beginning of all the famine. And then the economy is going to collapse, just like Robin wrote in that letter 2.5 years ago, in 6 pages on the 5th page. It's because I know the script, man. I know the script. So I try, because I know what the script is, just straight through here. This pineal gland that you got, that God gave you, use it. Or don't. Be a dumbass. Whatever. I mean, I'm saying, if you're afraid of it, it's because you're blind. Your third eye is blind. And you don't. You're fearful, you know, and unbelieving. There's no place for you, and you're a sorcerer, and an astrologer, and a soothsayer. So that's, when you know what the script is, well, you say the script in broadband, okay? I could be, I feel like I'm lukewarm. If I just say what the script is without details, I feel a little lukewarm. So because I understand the script completely, I get the script right, and then I go into detail, and then I try to go into specific dates, specific what's going to happen on that date, you know, football game specific plays, specific scripts of how it's going to start and how it's going to end, and then I'll go into specific plays and scores, you know? What's the score going to be? So that's how I see things, is just, you know, like afar off. I see them afar off. And then I'll just announce it. So when it comes to the broadband script of the Philadelphia Eagles versus the New Orleans Saints, the broadband script was dead on. It's exactly how it happened. That's why I will say things and do videos beforehand. And I'll leave them up if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Whatever, who cares? It's like I'm just sitting there. How I look at it is I'm just sitting there. If you guys were there, sitting there, what I said in the video is exactly what I'm going to say in person. So I'm just sitting there watching the game with you. It's a prediction I'll make beforehand. I mean, you know, everybody that bets, it's a prediction, right? They all make a prediction. They're either right or wrong, or they're close, and that's what it is. It's like just a hey, a gentleman's hey. I bet you that the Eagles are going to come out. They're going to come out on fire, of course. Nicky Foles, it's going to look unstoppable, and then they're going to score at least a few touchdowns, a couple touchdowns. They're going to be up a total amount, you know, and then the Saints are going to come marching back, and they're going to score the rest of the points unanswered and win the game, because the Saints are going to win the Super Bowl. So that's exactly what happens, is you do that bet, and it's like, all right, well, we're going to put $5 on it? Sure, yeah. So they came out on fire. They scored the first couple touchdowns. They scored under. They the Saints came marching back. They had that miracle play, you know, that turnaround play, and then they scored the rest of the points unanswered. And the Eagles will have a chance at the end of the game, but they're going to be stopped. I said that they would probably get to a point where they'd make a field goal to cover the point spread. But they didn't want to go that far and push it because, look, they got to perform live. The Super Bowl is a different story. I'm not too sure that the Super Bowl is even played live because they're always playing in a dome. So how can you tell? It's lockdown security. You know what I mean? Nobody's getting in. I've never been to a Super Bowl, so I don't know. But that's how the script works. And now the Ram, okay, is going to come after the Saints. They're going to prevail. Again, it's going to look like the Saints are not going to win. I'm just saying this ahead of time. And but also, once they get into the Super Bowl, that's also going to be three ribs in the teeth also, because they kind of just mix it around. Now the three wings have been plucked up. The first two birds were killed with one stone, just like Richie said in his video. When they got, you know, he was talking about them, but he wasn't, and, you know, covertly. The Ravens and the Falcons got clipped, and the bear will defeat the Eagles. The bear will defeat the Eagles. So once the bear devours those three bird wings also, that's what happened yesterday. So all the birds are defeated. They're plucked up by the roots. They're done. Now it's time for the Ram to come charging after the Saints and prevail against them, but only for a short time there. Or you can save that part for the Super Bowl. And then you got the Chief butt kisses. I knew that they would win from last week's video. And then obviously the Patriots, they're just a given. It's not the Colts. Okay, the Colts aren't going all the way. So now here we are. The only one that was a surprise to me was the Rams. I thought it would be the Eagles and the Saints. I mean, I thought it'd be the Bears and the Saints, and the Chiefs butt kisses, and because they represent the Indians, you know. And then the Patriots, well, they represent like, I mean, the Patriots. You know what I mean? They're like, to me, it represents a couple things, our rights and everything that military men fought for, or at least they told us that. And but it's like the Indians. It's like the rebels against the Yankees. It's like the Indians fighting against our military, you know, because the Patriots represents to me also the military. So you're gonna have the military and the Indians playing in the AFC Championship game, and you're gonna have the Ram coming after the Saints with choler, with anger, and it's gonna bump into them with the one horn and the higher horn, and but the Saints are gonna prevail in the end, and they're gonna possess the land, and that's where we are in the Bible right now. All right, now let me switch it over to the creepy clay figures. Okay. Now, I know that Stephen is acting like he's God, even though they don't believe in God. And what these Satanists do is they play out the Bible as much as they can, even though they don't believe the Bible. They'll use the Bible against you. They'll tell you to follow the Bible, right? But yet they're not following the Bible. So when Christ, when he spoke in parables, the Pharisees and Sadducees, they perceived that he was talking about them, but they didn't know what the hell he was talking about. They just knew he was talking about it, but they couldn't figure out what it was that he was saying, because their third eye's blind. And so when he talked the one parable and said that it's like when the clay is asked the potter, what doest thou? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing to me? You know what I mean? Like, why did you? Because the potter is the one that forms the clay. So as he's acting as God, he's making clay figurines. You know, which is extremely disturbing. It is, to know that there's 1,554 videos. I mean, when I first started recording, I'm like, what a loser. He has like 12 videos of me. Like, what the hell is it? What's the point? And then I played the playlist. I'm scrolling down. It's like 175. I'm like, oh my God. Wow, that's a lot of videos. And then I seen, wait a minute, 175/1554. Like, what the fuck? Huh? And I'm thinking, wait a minute. Hey, this person made a lot of videos. Must be about other things. Nah, they're all about me. Yeah, they're literally all about me. So when I told my wife, I showed her that, she's like, wow, I mean, that's pretty creepy. I gotta tell you, it's like, it's pretty damn creepy. I said, I know, but it's also a high honor. It's a very high honor. Because I literally drove this person fucking batshit crazy to sit there and make that many damn figurine videos about my name. Okay, righty then. And then, but here's what my wife said, and I've already thought this, but coming from her mouth, it just makes it that much better. She's like, because I explained how it's all about me making 33-minute videos, and the fact that they got to keep up with it every single day for the past year straight, just constant, just, Robin, I'm going fucking insane. I'm gonna make clay figurines and take pictures. Oh, by the way, Barb, I didn't notice the reflection because I didn't watch the video back yet, but where you seen fat face, you know, lemon head face, you know, pinky, I mean, probably the brains image. If you do know where it is, because I made 2 videos, I don't know which one you're talking about, maybe the first one. If you do know the timestamp, maybe type it in. If not, I'll find it, and then I'll type it in I'll put it in the pinned comment section, or in another video, or in this video, actually, once I go back and look at it. But she said this: they can't comprehend how you can just go to work, go about your business, and still make a long video every single day and still handle your business. Like, in other words, still be a father, still be a husband, still be the head of the household, you know what I mean? Still do all the things that you have to do, and on top of that, for free, speak my mind every single day. Yes, it's for free. Every single video that I make, besides the Walmart videos that has nothing to do with the Word of God, was for free, is for free. That's how I'll do it. I'll continue to do it for free that way, because I'm speaking the Word of God, and that's just how I'm going to do it. So She said, you guys can't comprehend or fathom how a regular person gets all this information. And you guys know where I get the information from because you listen to every phone call. You watch my every single move. You know exactly where I go. You know exactly who I communicate with. You've already hacked into all my emails, text messages, everything. Everywhere I go, every second of the day that I talk to somebody, you can hear what I'm saying. That alone blows your mind. And I look at it like, it's simple. I just get my information from God. It's not that complicated. But yet you got at least 450 people coming at me. Just one person. Literally 450 people. I mean, I know off the top of my head at least 30. At least 30 just like that I can start rattling off. And I don't feel like it'll take forever. But not to mention that, but the other people that are behind the scenes working for you guys. The ones that are literally doing street theater. Like the ones that come up as I stop at Manhattan Bagel today. Thanks, YouTube, for making me fat. Lady just pulls up beside, sits there, doesn't get out, and then I come to the truck, and then she starts a car up and backs up. So then I back up, like you know how they do that to you, like, oops. So, and every time, as soon as there's a cop car pulled somebody over, it's always perfect timing. As soon as I pull up beside the car, the truck or the car that's pulled over pulls away, and it just gets right beside me. Like, wow, perfect timing. So my wife recognizes this and has my back with everything. And that's what you guys were banking on not happening. That I was going to make a meltdown video, that me and my wife were going to just collapse and just give up and fail. Man, you son of bitches are wrong. Dead wrong. So now, because I get my information from God, and because it's so hard to take down one child of God, you need at least 450 people. You need about 1,000 people. You need like 1,000 people to take me down. And you can't. I mean, to me, it's so damn simple. Just follow the law of God, right? Day in and day out, the best way that you can. Show love, period. Whatever information you got, give it, speak it, say it. Whoever has something to say negative about it, here's your sign. Now, when it comes to the witchcraft of making those little voodoo clay figurine dolls, that's what that is. That's all that is. You know, some of the language, the way it's typed, it has a lefty type of look to it. You know what I mean? But the bottom line is this: the chain of command is Mr. Lemonhead himself. Okay, just take a look at a Lemonhead. All right. I just happen to have a Lemonhead. That's right. Take a look at a Lemonhead, okay? I think this is probably what you've seen in the reflection bar. So Mr. Lemonhead, the brain, is behind the chain of command. You guys are failing so miserably. I am fucking up your entire plan, your script, everything. And it's driving you insane. Literally. 1,554 videos about me with clay figurines. Let me guess. Do you try to poke him with a needle? Like, fucking Robin. Oh, God. Stop. Woo! That's what you guys are doing. I can hear you. I can hear you. I don't hear a damn thing, but I can literally hear what you're saying. And how frustrating it must be to have to watch me for 33 minutes at least. I mean, remember the weekend? This is how I made Lefty straight up just collapse. When he said, Robin, I'm getting so pissed off. I failed miserably to try to blah, 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 blah. It's because that weekend, I made about, 36 videos in about 48 hours. And I drained you. Drained you because you have to watch. You know, all of you losers out there that say, I'm not an agent, I don't work for you. Right, so, okay, so let me get this straight. I'm getting attacked by just regular people that do this for free, right? But yet there are agents out there, admitted agents out there, but they're not attacking my channel? Oh, you fucking liars. I'm telling you. Nah, not at all. Not Robin's channel. I don't have the head Luciferian in the United States coming after me, which means there would be no agents after me. So if you losers would just admit the truth and say, okay, fine, Robin, I am a YouTube agent. There. Well, hey, that felt pretty good to finally just admit it, something that's true, you know? Try it once in a while. Maybe you might feel better. So to lie about it is disgusting because I know you guys are agents. You guys are highly trained by the CIA to type away and just make your accounts and just make figurines and go fucking insane. I mean, flat out, that's just what happens, man. I've driven you guys up the damn wall that Trump ain't building. Up one side and down the other. You guys are losing your mind. And I'm loving it because I'm just going about my day like, Robin, how can you make a 33-minute video on a lunch break? Huh? You're only supposed to get a half hour. Well, that's because I work for myself, basically. I can do what I want, you know? It's kind of the gift that God gave me, the ability to be able to do what I want to do. I can take an hour lunch break, even if I work hourly for somebody, because they know that I'm gonna get the job done, and I'll just stay an extra little bit longer if I have to, or whatever. It is what it is, right? So, you guys thought you were gonna make me fail and make that meltdown video? Peter, pumpkin eater, had a wife, but this second Peter, he kept her, okay? He kept his wife. He didn't put her in a